promise you that shit.
Listen to the words. Garbage, a joke, clown acts, pisses me off. No, come find me. No, come find me. Listen to the words. Come find me. Garbage, a joke, clown acts, pisses me off.
I ain't a hard guy to find. I promise you that shit.
Listen to the words. Garbage, a joke, clown acts, pisses me off. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is a Wednesday afternoon, high noon over here on patreon.com/Brooks Austin for the third of 5 consecutive days where I'm bringing you more than an hour plus of really in-depth film study as we lead up to Georgia's spring practice, which starts next Tuesday. So we got, 6 days left before Georgia's got the pads back on, or at least the helmet back on, and getting back out there on the practice field and getting after it on their way to defending a national title. Today is Tight Ends Day over here on patreon.com/Brooks Austin. If you want to watch the full video, it's available for you over here, but only for the OGs and the homies on patreon.com, as well as some, spicy nugs on Avery Gilbert. Saw him yesterday. We might give you some of that footage on the broadcast as well today over on YouTube, just for shiggles, just for shiggles, because we love you. Today is brought to you by thegramcode.com, your number one source for any Delta 8 or CBD related products. Promo code Brooks25 will get you 25% off over there, from Wake and Bake coffee to disposable Delta 8 vapes to pretty much, actual flour, anything you need over there on thegramcode.com. Again, promo code Brooks25 will save you 25%. What we're going to do for you guys today on YouTube is we're going to start with the future, right? The guy that's going to be here for at least 3 more years in terms of the University of Georgia, and that is Oscar Delp, the fresh face, if you will, in the building. We're going to break him down first, and then we'll be going behind that paywall to take a look at game footage from last year. We're going to be watching the Natty game, specifically looking at, Darnell Washington and Brock Bowers, and specifically, not really in depth, but we'll also show you what Fitz cost you in terms of him going to the NFL. That is a loss, believe it or not. So we'll be taking a look at that as well. Between the Natty game and Michigan, we'll spend about 50 minutes taking a look at those guys. While here today, we take a look at Oscar Delp and maybe tease you with a little bit of A-Rick Gilbert, but that's already out for everybody over on dogsdaily.com. Our SI affiliated website that I run. If you want to check that out, feel free to head over there. Enough of the plug-in, enough of all that good stuff. Let's shut up and let's grind the tape. Again, I told you we're going to start with Oscar Delp. And just before we get into the film, I know. Let me tell you a little bit something about this guy, okay? 6'4", in that 225-ish range, very much in the Brock Bowers mold. Okay, we've talked about that here on this platform and this channel. He is in that H-back mismatch type of role. This is not your conventional tight end, as you'll see from the film, okay? I've hand-timed him as low as 4.51, okay? I think he's already a north of 32-inch vertical leaper as a true freshman. So this is a very, very traitsy guy, a very high-end ceiling-type football player, a very much so yak monster. When we watch this tape, you're going to notice, my God, is that guy special with the ball in his hands. Very, very similar to Brock Bowers. You're going to see it's almost like Wes Forsyth was watching how Georgia used Brock, because they do the very same similar stuff. Get him out in the slot, get him even out on the edge, let him mismatch with guys that are either A, too small to cover him, or B, too slow to even attempt to cover him, okay? That's the type of mismatches this guy will provide on the next level. All right, let's get after it. There you see right off the bat the athleticism, okay? This is a dude by all intents and purposes. And this is a guy that also plays with a ton of confidence. That's one thing I think everyone knows about Oscar that knows Oscar. Oscar knows he's good. Oscar knows he drops corners as a 6'4" corner, or a 6'4" tight end. That's okay. I like my football players to know they're really good. I don't know about you guys. When my dudes send guys looking like they got shot, okay, by a 50 cal from freaking Sylvester Stallone in the woods, all right, I'm fine. I'm fine with letting everybody know after you jump over him that you just caught a body right here in public, okay? I'm fine with it. The penalty flag is not for your celebration. The penalty flag is because we don't like athletes in the state of Georgia, and we have banned the ability to jump over corners when they're just not good enough to tackle you, okay? We don't like good athletes in Georgia High School State Association football. That's okay. We don't like that. That's illegal. You can't do that. I don't know why. They do it all over the NFL. They do it on Sundays, which is where this guy's probably going to end up. But we don't like that in Georgia high school football, okay? So we got to throw flags for it. But nonetheless, you see the freak athleticism. Here we go in the slot again. They did a lot of double moves, okay? Occupying space and attacking space, right? It's a great piece of offensive coordinating. We don't talk about that a lot when we watch these high school films, right? We got man-to-man on the bottom. We got a single safety. All this space ready to be occupied by our best football player right here in number 4. It's a great piece of coordinating right here. Run them off down at the bottom, get them out of the picture, okay? And now we got 6'4", 225 rolling out in space, and nobody wants to tackle him. Rolling out in space. Now you get to see him with a whip return down on the goal line, guys. This is a dude who, through his childhood, okay, was a dominant lacrosse player. Kind of snuck onto the scene. This ain't a dude that was getting O's as a 14-year-old freshman, okay? This is a guy that burst onto the scene his junior spring, okay, heading into his junior summer and fall, all right? And now he's out here on the goal line against the biggest high school classification in the state of Georgia and the biggest school in the state of Georgia, and he's running whip returns on corners in bump and run. That's different. That's special, right? Great hands and great finish. Great ball, by the way. Left highly, highly impressed with this quarterback from West Forsyth, honestly. I'd seen him multiple times. How about we high point a ball on a go ball? Okay? How about we go get one? Snap, right? Again, you'll see him use this dude in a variety of ways. Now down here, essentially playing X all the way down at the bottom, okay? And they're just going to run him on a dig. High point the ball again. Love the way Oscar attacks the football. As we watch this film today, you will notice the ball rarely gets into his chest, right? When he meets it, he meets it. He doesn't let it meet him. He attacks it. That's what we want to see, especially as we get into college. Space will start becoming more and more limited, okay, because athletes become better. The way we create space is by attacking the ball late. Think he's coming back. Is another high point. Okay. Again, the ball, you won't see him allow the ball. He doesn't wait on it, right? He goes and gets it. We meet it at its highest point. We meet it where we can go get it now. We do not allow for time or space to be closed by the defensive backs. They also did a lot of just creating with Oscar like that. I think this is just double move with freedom. Literally, like, sell the hitch, settle on it, okay, and then just kind of freelance. Decide where you want to go. The whole offense is yours right now. Go make a play, and that's exactly what he does. Played with a lot of freedom. Now here he is at quarterback running Wildcat. Again, designed handoffs for your tight end. Does that sound a little familiar, right? Designed handoffs for your tight end, a guy that is an elite athlete with the ball in his hands. Yeah, that sounds very, very familiar because Georgia does it with Brock Bowers. Tight end rounds. You're going to see them, okay? You're going to see them on this tape here in a second. Again, left extremely, extremely impressed by the Q. Extremely impressed by the Q. I'll never forget, we did a Brock Vandergrift film study when he was a junior, and all I could talk about on the film was, who's this little receiver, man? There's this little receiver just out here cooking folks. It was Logan Johnson, who's also on the Georgia roster currently. Here he is right here in the slot. More of that hesitation, go figure it out, right? Hesitation, go figure it out. Get vertical up the middle of the field once we get the safety to bite. Also a little bit of scramble drill here from both these guys. Okay, we get a pump. Quarterback has to escape, and we just go big body in the end zone. Big body bends. Remember, I used to be Dusty. Here we go. Attacking space as a coordinator again. I'm infatuated. Don't know who this West Forsyth coordinator is. Hey, kudos to you, brother. Y'all attack space every time you could get it. What you can't see right now is the only safety is in the middle of the field. The only safety on the field is in the middle of the field. There is nobody over here again, so they're going to occupy leverage in space with a dude that's going to outrun leverage every single time. even if your safety's in the middle of the field and Oscar lines up on the right hash, he's fast enough to get across his face, okay, and run away from him if you give the quarterback time. And again, guys, the first defender will never tackle this dude, not on the high school level, ever, ever, ever. It's the same stuff you saw in Bowers' high school tape. More of this, this is more of a slant return, got a little bit more space to work. Okay, open it up on the sideline, natural hands. Look at his hips, guys. Look how they open up, real nice and smooth, right? Particularly that right hip. Once we sell the comeback, once we sell the slant, okay, now watch what his right hip does right here. No wasted movement. Boom, opens right up, comes back flat to the sideline, and Tony toe taps on the sideline. Well, blocking, okay. Did not expect to see that on Oscar Delp's highlight film. Not bad. That's the same play over and over again. He's just bodying the safety every time. Don't believe that one's in the Monken playbook, to be 100% honest. You think teams were pretty dedicated to stopping Oscar Delp? Huh? You think teams were pretty dedicated to stopping him? Talk about dictating coverage when you get out on the field. And there's that open back up, show some whip return. Now we're in a scramble drill. Left extremely impressed by the quarterback. Great job on the scramble drill. That's the highlight for the Q, though. This is also a highlight for both of these guys. Look at this ball. This ball. Dot, sir. Thank you. But yeah, great coordinating, great quarterback play, great route, great tracking the ball. Number 4, great job. Over your shoulder right there. Okay, eyes on it the whole way, tracking it. We're pinkies up too, right? We're pinkies up on this. We're not trying to do this one, turn around and slow our body down. We're tracking it like Willie Mays Hayes, the center fielder, right? It's a great job all around. We're going to end it on that one. That's about as good of a clip as it gets. All right. So, yeah, he's a dude, right? He's an absolute dude, and he's one of these space creator type guys, okay, mismatch type guys, too big for safeties, too big for corners, too fast for linebackers, too fast for safeties as well. So we look at Brock and we say Brock Bowers is 6'4", he's 225, he's a 4.42 runner, he's a 40-inch plus vertical guy, right? That's what he is. Oscar Delp is a 6'4", 225, 4.51 guy, 36, 37-inch vertical guy. Okay, so you got 2 of them now. Now, I'm not saying that Oscar Delp is going to walk in and be freshman All-American and be what Bowers was. I'll break every single tight end record that they have as a true freshman. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you have another weapon. That's what I'm saying. As Jonathan Williams says right here, in conclusion, thanks again, Todd Hartley. Absolutely. Today is nothing but a glorification of Todd Hartley, who is, without a doubt, the best tight ends coach in the SEC, maybe America. Okay, I'm not out here grinding tape on tight ends, okay, that don't play at Georgia, but I can tell you right now, Todd Hartley develops these guys in every aspect and every sense of the word, okay? Brock Bowers, first game of the year, when it comes to blocking in space. Towards the end of the year, they were using him as a weapon in space, okay? Darnell Washington didn't have his hand in the ground at all in high school. Within 2 years, I think he's NFL caliber ready right now, today, to go block as a tight end, and we're going to show you all of that today. I teased A-Rick Gilbert. We'll give it to you next time here on the YouTube channel. YouTube folks, you got 14 minutes free, okay? Come join us on Patreon, man. This tape that is being grinded all off season, and it's only can be found in one place, along with some spicy nugs, man. Some good intel over there, and it is spring practice season, so you're going to want practice notes. You're going to want all that good stuff. Guys, football season's here. Everything else ramps up from now on. Be in the right place, which is patreon.com/Brooks Austin. Speaking of the right place, one more shouts to the Gramco, thegramco.com. Promo code Brooks25 will get you 25% off. YouTube, love you. See you.